Now it's time to put in some doors and windows into the cabin. For your cabin, you have to have two exterior entries, either on the first floor or you can have one on the first, one on the second, however you want to work that. And then you're going to need some interior doors. I'm just going to show you the basics of putting the doors and windows in. You can explore all the different options as far as door types and window types and that type of thing on your own. So do this, real simple. Doors is where we'll start. Come up here to the door tool, select that, and by default it usually pops up with this entrance door, which can be fine. You can click the door settings and there's a whole bunch of different options. There's side lights, one side, both sides. There's also a whole bunch of other doors over here. Doesn't really matter what doors you choose, although exterior doors you want to use the wood entrance doors or metal entrance doors. Interior doors you can use any type of door you would like. Exterior doors typically are 3 feet wide. The standard height for doors, all types, are 6 feet 8. So these settings are all set for us. Anchor point, this tells us whether we're going to put the door in in the center of the door here, or whether we're going to choose one of the two edges. I'll use both methods so you'll see how that works. Once you've got these settings set, I'll hit OK. Now, to do this, you can use your special snaps again, just like walls. You come up here and choose. I'm going to choose half for now, because I want to take and put a door in the back here that's halfway centered on this door. So I'm going to use the center insertion point, put my cursor over the wall, get my hash mark, and click. Now, the eyeball is going to pop up, and what it wants to know with the doors is where's the inside of the swing and which side is it going to hinge on. Now I want the door to hinge over here on this, what tells us the left side, and obviously interior or exterior doors will swing into the building. So I'll click here and I will get my door. Now this other insertion point here, this can be used to insert a door on either side, like so. So let's say I want to put an interior door in. So I'm going to go back into my settings, and I am going to choose a standard interior door. The door width is 2'6", so that's 2.5 feet. That's usually sufficient. You might want to go to 2'8" or 2'10", depending on like a bedroom would probably be better off 2'10". I'm going to leave it at 2'6" for now. I'll say OK. And I want to put in, this is going to be the bathroom door, so I'm going to put it in the corner here. Now I need my hash marks to be a little bit closer together, so I'm going to go to distance, and I need to set that distance, and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to actually make it 4 inches, so I have to put the inch mark in, and I say OK. And we'll zoom in here so you can kind of see a little easier. When I do this, I get a whole bunch of hash marks. Now I'm just going to use this first one on the inside, and I'm going to do this. Now it wants to know which side of my selection point am I going to put the door. Well, obviously I don't want it down here, so I'm going to put it over here. So I click once. Now it wants to know which side is in and which side is it going to hinge. And I want it to hinge and open against this wall here, so I'll click there, and then I get my door. Okay, so that's how you're going to use the door tool to insert your doors. There's bifold doors, sliding doors, all sorts of different things depending on what you're trying to do. You know, if you're doing closets and that type of stuff. Now windows work in a similar way. So we'll go over here to the window tool, and I'm going to go into the menu, and we should see a whole bunch, and we're in casements right now, so this is the simplest. A casement window opens like a door. It hinges on one side and opens out. There's all sorts of different types. You can choose whatever you want. Sizes, again, there's all sorts of different sizes. You can customize them however you want. This distance here from the floor, 6'8", 11 and 13/32. Typically, what we see on a house is 6'8", not 6'11". So they stay the same height as doors. Now you can choose whatever you want. You have the same insertion points. Most of this information you don't need to worry about. You might want to customize it later on if you're trying to change things specifically, but for default windows you don't need to worry about it. We're going to come down here, click OK. Just like in doors, you're going to use the special snaps to insert these. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to go back to divisions. Actually, I'm going to choose percentage, and I'm going to have a window 20% up this wall. Now if I hover over this, it will give me, there's one hash mark there. Let's see, we should get another hash mark. Am I on distance? I'm on percent. It'll only give me the 20%, so that's the location. Actually, I'm going to go back to divisions. So we're going to go here through divisions, and we're going to put a wall or a window right here. So I'm going to click there. Now I'm using the center insertion point. You can do the same thing with the edge. This time though, the eyeball goes in the outside of the door, of the window. So go ahead and click. And that's all there is to worry about. So the door and the window are all in. Other windows are placed just the same way. If you want to place them on the second floor, you go ahead and switch to your second floor. Okay, so that's how you're going to place doors and windows.